Hey, here's a story to raise your ire or perhaps allow you to practice restraint, whichever way your mood takes you. It comes out of California, where over 60 people have been killed in the latest California wildfires, and there have been billions of dollars worth of damage due to the fires, and where a group of collectivists have decided to direct their ire at a couple simply because the couple used their own money to save their own home. That couple is well-known celebrity couple Kanye West and Kim Kardashian West, and yes, they are getting attacked because they were able to use their resources to save their own house by hiring private firefighters.
I love all your talking.
Greetings, comrades, and here's the information. On November 12th, TMZ tweeted that an LA area couple were able to save their home through the use of a private firefighting team. That couple happened to be well-known musician, entrepreneur, and philanthropist Kanye West and his wife, model, designer, and TV star Kim Kardashian West. And this launched left collectivists into a rage, inspiring tweets like this punctuation-free expostulation from a soul going by the name of Maddie. Quote, "Wow, if I were rich, I'd love capitalism." End quote. Yeah, perhaps, Maddie, you'd also love punctuation. And perhaps you'd appreciate the fact that it was the competitive market that lowered the price of computer technology to allow you to afford to serve up that gob of brilliance. But not to be outdone, the genius going by the handle Gentrification decided, because, you know, he's so caring and zen, that he would attack the Wests as well, offering just one brilliant word. Privilege. Yeah, classy, huh? Hey, gentrification, perhaps maybe, just maybe, you would realize that Kanye West wasn't born a musician. Kanye West was not born wealthy. Kanye West worked very, very hard to get where he is. He sacrificed a great deal. He and his wife spent their own money on their own home. In fact, let's get something straight, gentrification. Not only did the Wests pay for their own home to be saved themselves, not demanding a dime from anybody else to do it, but in fact, their firefighting team saved other homes. And that's something that TMZ pointed out. Evidently, you didn't bother to notice it. And let's consider the fact that the millions and millions of dollars in tax money that the Wests have spent on federal, local, and state taxes have gone towards paying for the very firefighters who are out there now helping save other homes. Did you happen to think of that when you called them privileged gentrification? Did you happen to consider that perhaps the millions of dollars that the Wests have had to spend in taxes could pay for the firefighting teams of many small towns for many years? I don't think so. Of course, this doesn't stop other ignoramuses like the poorly drawn politics person on Twitter from tweeting, quote, "Rich people saving rich people while the rest of the public burns. How American." And there we see it. The poisonous envy at the heart of the collectivist ideology. People are ready to pounce on others for simply doing well.
You ain't got nothing better to do with yourself.
And never bothering to realize that in a free market, people can grow rich only if they please and help others, the consumers, based on consumer choice. In fact, in a free market, it's very important to allow for the wealthy to be able to get things, because oftentimes when things are initially released, products or services, they are expensive and only the wealthy can afford them. But by attracting consumers, businesses can stay in business, and by seeing profits, others enter that field. And then they compete and they drop the price, which actually brings these formerly expensive items into a price range where even poorer people can get them. It's called raising living standards, collectivists, and it happens because of the competitive market process driving productivity up while costs are driven down. In fact, it would be very nice if people even recognize the fact that the Kanye West insurance policy that he has and likely brought in these firefighters was very expensive. and that if this thing is successful for people to protect their homes, it will attract others to try to get it, because they won't want to rely on just the government system to protect their homes.
Action is necessary.
Yes, they'll pay a premium to protect their expensive houses. I have no problem with that. And in fact, by attracting those customers, those insurance companies will begin to compete. And what will happen? The prices of those policies will go down, and people who aren't quite as wealthy as the Wests will soon be able to afford just this sort of coverage. How is it terrible that they weren't relying on anybody else to save their own home, and in saving their own home, they helped save others, and yet they're called privileged? Incredible. Perhaps the collectivists should check their privilege about how they feel they can tell others how to live their lives.
And we would like to dedicate this win to all of the firefighters, the law enforcement, and the first responders. Thank you.
Amazing. In the midst of all this, people are attacked for saving their own house and not asking for anybody else's money to do it. Incredible how collectivists think. And it's a very widespread mindset. Well, it's a terrible lesson that comes out of California. It's something to remember. And we wish everyone out there the best. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And all the best to those people out there who, unfortunately, are still fighting to save their homes. For MRC-TV, I'm Gardner Goldsmith.